Well, hello there in YouTube land and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to discuss, well, how long should you wait for somebody in a group ride? Cue the intro. So the reason I wanted to talk about how long should you wait for somebody in a group ride. And I'm not talking about having to wait for somebody who's slow, because anybody who rides slow, well, also deserves to be in a group ride, especially in a Forever Newbie ride. And well, we always wait as long as it takes for anybody to show up to the next meetup spot if they're well, they don't have the skill level to go as fast as some of the other riders. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how long should you wait. But first, let's meet up the cast of characters for today. So that is John on his Ultra, Harley Davidson, awesome bike, awesome guy. We also had with us a new friend, Alan. He has a GSX S7, 1000, just like the Maisuki, but in gray. We also had Rico on his new MT-07 with an awesome exhaust. That bike sounds great. We also had Michael, or Lurch, on his CB650. I love that bike. I don't know about that windscreen though, but he likes it. So if it's good for him, that's enough. And we have Yoshi on her MT-09. I love that bike. Look at that color. Look at those wheel decals. I mean, it looks great. Oh, and also we had me on my R7. So today we had an awesome time, but well, let me tell you why I'm talking about how long should you wait. And as I said, we're not talking about, well, we were having some highway fun here, going to our second meetup spot. So what we do on our Forever Newbies is we usually meet up at the Russo's, and then, well, depending on where we're going, I also keep it open for people to meet us on that second meetup spot, which is closer to the Twisties. That way you don't have to go on the highways. But if you have to go on the highway, well, sometimes it's fun. Anyway, as I was saying, it is not about how waiting for people who are slower riders than you. I'm talking about on those meetup spots, right? I'm talking about all those pit stops, when you take a restroom break, when you go to the gas station to gas up. How long is enough to wait, right? Because, well, we had an issue today where we, well, unfortunately, a new friend of ours, he showed up to our ride, and I thought he was having an awesome time, and I guess he wasn't, because he got upset because he believed that we left him. But I don't believe we left him. We were not going to be waiting forever. So let me tell you why. So the first time, so he arrived on time to the first meetup spot, right, at Russo's. We had like 10 minutes to spare. And then I asked, well, anybody needs to gas up? Everybody said, no, we're ready. So when we lined up and ready to go, he said, oh, you know what? I do need to gas up. Okay, so that is weird, but sure, go ahead. We let him gas up and we waited for him. And then, well, we look at him. He's having so much fun. I mean, he's even doing roll-ons on the freeway. So as I said, I thought he was having a lot of fun, which we all were. But it is weird, right? To say I need to gas up just before. I mean, we did ask if you needed to gas up, and he said no. And then when we were all on our bikes ready to go, that's when he decided that he needed to gas up. So I don't know, it can happen to anybody, right? So we wait. This is the second spot, right? We met here at the Denny's, and then when we were about to go, he said, I need to gas up again. So, and he said, there's a gas station right next to the Denny's. I said, sure, we'll wait. But everybody was a little bit anxious, and they said, you know what, let's go and we'll stop at the next gas station. There are plenty of gas stations along the way. There's one a couple of blocks which is in the way, so let's go. All right, sure. We got on our bikes and we were ready to go. And then I don't know if he lost something or what happened, but he went back into the Denny's. So this is the second time we're waiting for him, right? We're waiting here for him to go to the Denny's, come back out, put his helmet on, all those things, right? We're ready to go, and this is the second time we have to wait for him. So what's the protocol, guys? What do you think? Should you wait an eternity? Should you talk to the dude? What would you do, right? I mean, I was waiting. I waited. As you can see there, we waited until he was ready, and then we went to the gas station that he asked for, right? This is not a planned stop. He asked for another gas station. We went to this next gas station. As you can see, it was pretty close by. So we went there, and since we were gonna stop anyway, I decided to gas up. Most people did gas up. He gassed up, and all right, so we're ready to go. When we're ready to go, he decides to go inside, back inside to the convenience store. So I waited as much as I could, and when I saw, and John was there as a tail gunner waiting for him, when I saw him put on the helmet and that he was ready to go, that's when I took my left turn and I just kept going. So John saw me, and then he asked the dude, now this is something I didn't know, he asked him, are you okay? And he said no. He was upset because we left. But I mean, he saw where we were going, right? So what do you guys think? I mean, should we waited more? Because it was plenty of time. I mean, everybody was ready, and this is the third time we had to wait for him. So yeah, I mean, I did put some pressure on him, like getting everybody lined up and ready to go, but he didn't care. He just went inside again and had us wait for him. So I was like, you know what? You want to ride with us? Let's go. You know where we're going. And if you're slow, we'll wait for you. It doesn't matter. So John, when he said, I'm not okay, he just, well, he followed us, and he just kept going, right? So, especially since he was rude to John. So it was weird. But at this time, I didn't know that he had been rude to John. So this is where we're gonna turn. So this is where I turn around, and then Yoshi's like, hey, we're missing one. Yeah. So I noticed we're missing one. So I said, okay, stop at this gas station. I'm gonna go back and get him. Now Rico, at this point, Rico and Michael followed me, and we went back to see where this dude was. What happened, right? I always worry about the riders. Maybe there's an accident. I don't know. Maybe the puncture, whatever. You don't know. You don't want to. You plan for the. But then we got back all the way to the gas station, and he wasn't there. And then Rico's, he knows him, and he had a message that he left, and he was so upset. He started. I mean, he was upset. So I was like, okay. So what do you guys think? What is the protocol? How long should you wait for people? Especially if, I don't know, if they're playing this power trip, they want us to wait for him, because I'm not playing that game. I'm here to ride and have fun. So as you can see, I mean, after that, we kept going, and we had a lot of fun. And we kept with the original plan, because I am always open to having change in the plans. If anybody has another route that is better, or at least comparable, we can always discuss it. Motorcycles are about freedom, right? They're about freedom. I don't have all these rules. I don't mind waiting for people, but it's like, I mean, I would have waited for him if he continued with us. I mean, it's not like he didn't know where we were going. I don't know why he got so upset. I don't know why he left. Well, what do you guys think? What is the the amount of time that is normal to wait for somebody, especially if it's the same person. I mean, it was two stops, the two planned stops at this point. We had to wait for him 3 times. That is so weird, so weird. But I don't know, I think I'm gonna come up with I hate doing rules on the group, right? Because it's about freedom. I don't have any rules. The only rule for Forever Newbies is get home to your beautiful family at the end of the ride. So I don't know if I should, well, at least mention, right, a time limit. But at this point, I don't think so. I'm not gonna make any rules just because of somebody who maybe was having a bad day. And I hope he joins us again. I mean, I talked to the guy while we were at the Denny's, and he seemed like a nice guy. I was even very happy to have him. So hopefully he comes back. But anyway, as you can see, we found some twisties, even though it was raining. We did have some fun. Sometimes it was not raining, but it was still the pavement was very damp, so we didn't want to push it a lot. But I don't know, I had a lot of fun. Especially having all these friends following, and I don't know, I hope everybody enjoyed themselves as well. And I'm trying out these new camera angles again. Well, new and again. Well, it's the same camera angle I tried before, but that was with the Dragon Touch. So I did this shot of the tail with my GoPro 5, and I think it looks much better because it's a lot more stable. Now this one with the GoPro 9, I hate that I destroyed my windscreen. I don't know if you can see it, especially when the sun hits it, that you can see right there. I put some soap, some Harley Davidson polish and cleaner soap that I always used, but this time the windscreen was hot, and as you can see, it penetrated, and I destroyed my windscreen. So now I'm gonna have to do something about it, and hopefully if you guys have any suggestions on how to clean it. But look at this, a lot more stable than the Dragon Touch. And I was talking about the other shot, but let's look at this one. I think I like it. The only thing that is weird are the blinkers on that tail of the Yamaha, that they wobble. But on this one, I was really worried because I put on the rig with the phone, and it was so heavy, it was bouncing a lot. But check out the stabilization of the GoPro. You can't really see that it is bouncing. It's awesome. I mean, that digital stabilization from the GoPros, I don't think that any other company does it as well. So, yeah, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's rant. And I did have a lot of fun. We went on to Hilltop Ice House, I think it was called, in Oakhurst, Texas. And then we were supposed to be going to Cleveland, but I got really tired after when we got to Oakhurst. So I just decided to call it a day, and I was gonna use Calimoto to see if it takes us some other route, but the route it was taking us was like 80 more miles, and I was like, no, this is crazy. So I just, after we had some fun, we went to lunch. Oh no, we didn't go straight home, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. So, all right, so we're back at full speed, and well, as you can see, I mean, it has some good scenery, all this forest and some nice twisty roads. I mean, it was a good ride. We didn't find like awesome twisties, and it was raining a little bit and it was damp, but we still found